Yvonne Nelson 1 year because I did see 2010 there. Quite well, almost 13 years now. But I'll be posting there now. And we here so bad.
After something, so I said that we should meet so you was playing. They already meet you on Sky Bar. What's the one dependent on? So I'm like,
You want to say Yvonne, she's behaving childish because me, I said we a trim. Ama, Sak, Wawari, Wawumba, so I didn't stand now. You bring it here. And now if you're pair, she wants to trend. Like, Sikano will be that. That's why you doing this. Like, let's bygones be bygones. Because I said, nature, you've given birth on the soil. So I don't know why I'll say Umbra out. And Samson Becca, idea, a chum, Mini Sarkodie Nanka, me, I won't even reply here because Manin call. Yes, Manin call. And you are okay. She's also okay. But I don't know why she came back saying all what she's saying. So
someone from the Ajame. I don't know what that dame. What the money Diana would be a come upon me. Woman is what that dame. Someone from the Ajame, Mammy go. No before that dame. Passay ni hon komobi. Ba kon so manfo di hon komo sa. Eh rap bi aba. Rap yi emu nsem no. And I said, in fact, question is say obakan book and abetu adwom. 2 options and they are available. Yvonne Nelson and a year brassack. Kabute and I who say wachoke 1 corner no. And a woman some Yvonne Nelson chese brebi one no twempna and prachenumu and yes by yema woman no kokoyi. Na we sen kadada da pam dada. Oman for bel sunline wo maka wo mu yegua senka Ghana ha and Kenya books textbook nyina e beto agu akenkan sa books no nko. Yvonne Nelson share book but o check here strategy na no be ma oman for ani agi book no ho pa mo tu akwakoto no e ye sack bit na e part of the story and wo tire e de kan ho se wo se de na e ya ne se wo de no hospital ho no a o wie ya e na obi ne gya no ho wan twen kura ma na nwie enti e ho no e ye ne ya pa na wa twe ni nyina wo ne book no wa twe ni nyina wo ne book no wie ye no ene other stories no man for hwe o saka onkasa ade we o saka onkasa no kura saka nkasa na ye wo hwa adwom no wen pa when you're ready to pause.
Angel FM.
And to your team sack, I know about your team sack. Or your team Yvonne Nelson and YN. Comment section traces, yeah. I don't know what that dame. Would the mommy be on a would you come up? Kwame here. And Sarkodie de abano, ma who say be tresse, Yvonne Nelson the 10 years I train book, Sarkodie the 10 seconds, and the rap of fear, what they are say book nina, and here what drink. We be so tresse, yes, Yvonne Nelson so your boat. Now take Sarkodie Jumno, one cause I get to say Yvonne Nelson your boat pa. Say what to me this answer no about Bontinemum was any sense and no can't one canning na. Dinner so about one more in and when yas or born on dinner when him sabra na or no reno. No, and they are funny serious. Nanibano hoso no man for so we to share that beside and who says I will mass a lie into next a crazy doctor Steiny be. To who you know and I been set or chinaho. And no more and Wabana catcher and sir when him. And see what yes I quite dear, like I say one shut down you papa into a cassa or doctor or and to my men found come a doctor and won't feel one share.
Cosmunti or Sway. And was sending me a more doctor, men found or said,
Gas knew was I kidding you. But make us on him. No, I just cannot wedding. On him be a bida. Oh, why be a bida. Branham work museum no. Oh, yeah, Miss see, a banisano and a Sarkodie chess, and yapa say, and some Yvonne Nelson, or say Yvonne Nelson your boat, but boat no ya, or can, one can in now. We are not trying to send and say, I must even Nelson send the message for us, and Uncle Beya. I don't know, you know, still I want a yam yapa. And I'm ready for you, no song. What would the moon on song? No, said there be Pacho. Yen shall sky by what the nipper video, what dance a boom, because no one said, no one yet care for that trap true. A bet you know. And Sarkodie and Sunchimuno. Now, what's your one? Acquires a Sarkodie, no can, you know, air patch, was Yvonne Nelson, air for the street, just a man for a reno. Son or no patch in summary, no baby, or the Aquacusino. And a Kwame Crono, so I was you, mammy, we are not the Akoma Kwame, so I say, you who Kwame Cro. So Kwame Mickey, say Kwame Baby. Be so Kwame. And Yvonne Nelson, so the no, so the year, book no, so tray, no. And so my Equacoya says Sarkodie and so dear, or no, so Nedia, Nebranda, what creative or a day. The knows you free Sarkodie did. Say, book in the book, the Minya being kind. Oh, I mean, too. And see, baby, and watch us, well, good Sarkodie and so anymore, says Sarkodie, dear, or unions and true. And I Sarkodie and Sabaman in Chimu, and also the account was a one so your sound lie. See, woman, you no brand, no, and yes, once when you bring it. Sir, you know, Sarkodie and so reply, no, so can say a broadcast on it or the Kuhon on a doctor. Get a cast on so now down for be doctor or your best, not just what I. A German book, you know, be our quota. Wait me be a woman. Now, I say me, any brand communication expert. If it's a woman, you know, woman, your brands. 3 times for the idea, Yvonne Nelson, now Yvonne Nelson, what share book? Sarkodie and Kashi 1 time. Our day, what 20 bear 75? Why? We know, same way saying, came the other one. I saw more grew a swap is cabio. And you mean you're about to my meaning come in, and you're never copper. Dr. Isaac Tando, Doctor, I'm going to marry. Nempombo Cordier.
Kofi Adomah also.
Yamiadom, yeah, and some way the Acacia could be other come one memory, one here, Cabana Bay 80% here. Will be at the crowd. And I shall say, Pio book me. Now, a bunny say, the baby son say, affected Nipan brand, say, or Yajum to me, say, or yes in the trenny, affecting Nipan brand personality, especially with utterances are a free book num and a free Jum mobile.
You could be that, and I'm a chair or a telephone now. Now, answer my answer question. Okasa na mitie na opada na beti na mitie muso so de muye no e brand na dia
sound
asemi aye ka no Kofi a huge brand o onye brand ketwa omo tete ho so mu na personal brand enti say me ye didi ago ni e dey say no the narration that we saw yes analysts or spectators ye ka ho no. Yes, so we must be very careful with what we say or what we don't say.
Okay.
These are affecting emotions and feelings. And communication as a brand person. Yesterday I was sharing it on Joy FM that whether it is Yvonne Nelson or Sarkodie or Kofi Adomah or Alexander or anybody, the moment you open your mouth to talk, you must ask and consider the emotions and the feelings of the people you are communicating with, and those who are going to be impacted by your communication.
Okay.
Either than that, you would draw what we call brand affinity. And also affinity for your brand. Okay. The media, so it's not console new another offer paper, another microphone, so autonomous, another. At least your major objective says, over one soul, account brand. It's a name of Bayama or Amafonia or Do. Our brand should be your focus. Into the YN, any sack. Yvonne Nelson, YN, any sack or the. And some now implications our personal brands to be brief. And the implications are very negative. Now, say Ghana, we need them because we are creating global brands like the Alatafo area or my year with Chataola down for years, still on the first Kofi Kami. Better boy. What any global brands are, yes, everything. This is how we want to see sack or wine. Into the agriculture, so we start a question now to answer your question now. It has a lot of implications on their brands negatively.
Enti you said there or there a day in Poba fee, dear or cover to be besi fee hono. Or no man once na and so a baye. Sani a befano, not just an anchor whom ya say book no and shim when a beba na quack of fa abonophobes and a branepo. Oko kane so ya ono so de nepo betriato ti oko twere buka ono so beto no dwuma ba na esen kaba ko sizi fire and I say shouldn't have started at all.
Kofi me da say me also me ochochoni matro books me no me personal memoir matro na me take commentary amafo bi ka say or you pick and choose na say no enekwa no ye ka say sure and the whole day they still wabra boom from 6 a.m. to say, and you message me, Mamma Casaya, and you didn't allow Bekai. And then you didn't allow Bepe, as all the overthrow. Writers write under inspirations. Once you are in what you be inspired with, it's what you write. If you can say, oh, I don't know what I don't want to you can't hold the person accused. Yes, Kofi Adomah.
Doc, now my room my 5. Na me bobo di ni ma boba akopedi true na Canada e wo mo de
sometimes these expressions could affect the emotions and the feelings of the people or the people who read the book. Having said that, while the book is about Sarkodie is a big brand, right? In crisis management, and let me share with my students, say brand as someone to ya how powerful or the equities the brand holds. So when I'm now born the more renew awards and I say Kofi we already Jumena amount for body so that you think your brand is so solid until you are hit. How you respond to that particular crisis no? And then I bet you to bring more affinity and also bring people disassociating from you. To me, yet again, my advice, if I were in Sarkodie's peer camp, or I am supposed to advise Sarkodie, Ojai Kasa, one Kasa for the first 1 week or 10 days, that was even the best. Sometimes, you keeping quiet is also part of crisis communication management strategy. And when any brands everything they want to have a say on social media, everything they want to tweet, everything they want to comics. If you are a brand that you want that brand to stand and to last over time, we all must be careful what we say and what we don't say. Said you, and yes, I said the crowd it doesn't help any serious brand. I hope you are following.
Yeah, me too,
so if you really want to build a brand and although Bakuya musician, Bakuya actress, but you know that they also have brand extensions. They are growing, they are extending their brands. So you are not pleasing only Sack Nation, or you are pleasing only those who watch Yvonne Nelson movies. She has a school. Sarkodie will have clothing brands and other businesses. So the customers or consumers of Sack go beyond just people who like his music. So in anything that you do as a brand, you must look at the associations, you must look at your extensions, and you must be very careful and consistent in the way you want to communicate your brand values.
Okay,
and you must be consistent.
Sarkodie can no tum near Bonano pines. I know person
somebody has written a book. Kofi, I followed your story very well.
Okay.
I was even looking for a number to call you. You have had some of these issues before. You have had some of these attacks before.
Okay,
and I listened to your response. Even at one point, your emotional expression was even right. You felt you were hurt. You almost cried in one of your interviews I watched. We call it an emotional appeal to draw affinity for your brand. But and also what happened, and that's what got some microphone, and I would attempt, and I was slut shaming people. What are your core values? Everything you say as a brand must align to your core values, your personality, where you want to go to, and then the standards you want to maintain for your brand. So it's not about at the end of the day, when you go back and you sit back and you do a retrospective, ask yourself whether it added to your brand equity or not.
Okay.
So as a brand, the most important thing is to be able to control the narratives around your brand, but not to be influenced or be pushed by people who expect you to reply. Sometimes silence is also very golden for a good brand.
Okay, so you expected in this one, Sarkodie should have been silent.
Or he could have replied.
Okay.
He could have replied, but taking it in a very different approach where he would, because if his managers or the people around him had done social listening very well, they would have advised him differently. Because when you look at the social listening and the commentary around, people were fighting his cause for him. People were advocating for him that he's a married man, he has a wife. So some of the narratives were going in his favor.
Okay.
Just come in. If it was right, you had as he admitted, he had an affair with the woman. Come and say, yeah, remember. Yeah, that I've not also. But maybe abortion and then what? Just put your story out for the public to know, rather than calling somebody a shower. I think it was unfortunate.
A shower is your inference, and then one can say,
no. If you say somebody is a street girl, what do you mean?
It means street girl.
Communication is very important. You have something called implied meaning.
Yes, the word you are
implied
using,
meaning,
he could have easily said that, but he didn't say that. He said something, and you are implying.
I'm not implying. That's why I'm saying that in communication, in brand communication, you have implied meaning. So see, I'm only make a say, a question. Maybe the question is maybe not be too intelligent.
Okay.
Quote and unquote. But I will say, Kofi, can you ask the question again in a different way? I've communicated. And I could have also said, Kofi, this question you asked me is the dump question. Which one will affect your emotions and your feelings?
The latter.
All of them are saying the same thing, that your question is not right. But how you put it across will generate that kind of narrative and then that kind of affinity.
All right, Doc.
The other thing can say, let us be mindful as brands of what we say, what we don't not say, because it all adds up to our brand equity and our brand power. We have brand associations, we have brand extensions. We want to go beyond just the immediate consumers who are consuming our brands now, and then look at making sure that we protect and guard some of the narratives around our brand.
All right. Dr. Isaac Tando, a brand communication expert, and Eddie and Common Facebook. Or more, Munya would try. I've been chair will be a chair, Nedia, or also they were calling school. Minka said, wow, watch your own school. Also, be able to use emotions, Nedia.